Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Pantsless Tables. I am your GM for this new campaign uh, on Pantsless Tables for Tales from the Loop, Free Leagues, um, role playing in the 80s that never was tabletop role playing game. We are going to be playing through the four seasons of Mad Science with our amazing cast today. I will, of course, be a GM. My name is Void, and a bit of introduction. I've GM'd multiple times here on Panther Tables, multiple one shots, multiple charity streams. Always happy to be here and host a wonderful game because there's wonderful people to play with every time. But I'll stop talking and we will begin introductions for our players and then we'll get into the campaign itself. So, should we start with Afa? Why don't you go first?
Hi, everybody. My name is Afa. I use pronouns she, her. And for those visually impaired, I'm a white woman wearing my hair up, all big and dolled up for the 80s, some makeup as well. And I can be found on Blue Sky, and I'm ready to go today.
Okay, awesome. Who wants to go next? Milo?
Okay. Hello, my name is Milo, pronouns they, he, and this is my first time ever using a PNG tuber, which I'm very excited about. It's a little raccoon with antlers and wings, and yeah, this is my first time playing the system. Very excited, and happy to be back again.
Awesome. Um, Mr. McGuffin?
Yes, hello. I'm Mr. McGuffin. I've been GM and a player for over a decade now. I've played 5e, Pathfinder, Fallout, Savage Worlds, and now, of course, Tales from the Loop. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Chile. I enjoy doing voices and characters, and I'm really, really happy to be here today. So, thank you.
Awesome. And Stonati?
Hi, I'm Stonadir. This is my first TTRPG game ever, so a little bit nervous, but I'm really excited to play this with everyone over here.
Awesome. I believe I missed sharing my pronouns. I use he, him pronouns. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm stoked to be starting a new Tales from the Loop campaign. It is one of my favorite tabletop role playing games to play. I've run multiple things with it, and I'm really, really excited to get into this campaign in specific. So, yeah, why don't we get started? Um, just a second. Yes. The year is 1987, and we open the scene in Boulder City. It is a sleepy little town in the Mojave Desert in southern Nevada, United States. Just a half-hour drive from southeast from Las Vegas, overlooking Lake Mead. Although Boulder City can sometimes seem like a deserted island in the middle of endless sea of sand, it is somewhat special. You see, this is the location of the Department of Advanced Research and Technology, constructed under the city and its surrounding regions, uh, referred to locally as the Loop. You see, America in the age of the Loop isn't quite the same as the one you might remember. Um, as a result of the unique research conducted here, you will see sites that you would say are impossible, and yet there they are. Strange airships scarred across the sky, floating atop gigantic magnetron disks. Robots perform much of the heavy labor, often guided by human operators, but sometimes not. This all seems perfectly normal to the kids born into this world, of course. But that doesn't mean that there isn't plenty that can still mystify and shock them. The 80s is the era of Ronald Reagan, the former actor who became the the nation's oldest ever president by promising a morning in America. It is a time when Americans want to have faith in their government restored, as that faith was built upon lies. Lies by the president to free the hostages in Iran. Instead, they were held as bargaining chips until he won the elections. Trust in the CIA is at its lowest, with much of its confidential files getting out into the public. The rumors of it meddling in conflicts of other countries for its own agenda. It is an age where war on drugs has heated up, sending the First Lady Nancy Reagan out with the slogan "Just Say No." Meanwhile, the era of free love comes to an end with the rise of HIV and AIDS. The worldwide epidemic infects millions of people. Now, STDs don't just make you sick, they literally kill you. But for our kids, uh, they don't have to worry about all of that for now. They have their own problems to deal with. There are only four major TV stations in most of the country: ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS. Soon, cable TV rolls out over much of the nation, bringing new channels like Fox, HBO, MTV, ESPN to American households. Cartoons start being broadcasted in afternoons after school rather than just over Saturday mornings. Shows like Transformers, My Little Pony, He Man and the Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, and Thundercats become household names as their toys are sold everywhere. Being a kid in the 1980s America feels like being stuck between a wild, dangerous past and an even stranger, more complicated future. Your grandparents fought in the in the Second World War. Your parents either fought or protested the Vietnam War. The Cold War seems to be heating up to ignition point, and if you manage to survive that, you can see a corporate-owned cyberpunk future um, right around the digital horizon. You ride the wave of nostalgia that seems like it's sure to crash on the shoals of nuclear war. The only thing you can hope for is that you can keep surfing along enough to grab a fresh wave laced with future shock. The only cell phones anyone has at this point are the size and weight of a brick. The internet is not available to the public, and there is no GPS around. And the idea of someone tracking you using an array of satellites ringing the planet seems like something out of Star Trek. Divorce rates have reached their peak in the 1980s, leaving a lot of kids living in single parent homes. Almost all kids spend a good chunk of their waking hours in school. In their spare time, many kids listen to tunes, including this new thing, this new sort of hip thing called the rap music on radio or cassettes. Some play their cassettes on portable players like a Sony Walkman, or tote them around their shoulder inside massive boom boxes that uses 6 to 8 D cell batteries. They also watch movies, TV shows on VCRs, and both in VHS and Betamax formats, and swap copies of tapes recorded of broadcast TV with each other. Some kids play a lot of tabletop games, including D&D, Traveller, Middle-earth role-playing. In certain areas, these games are banned, along with a lot of heavy metal music, for the fear that they might have demonic influence on the kids who play them. Satanic Panic, of course, causes a lot of hand wringing, but the added sort of notoriety seems to sell even more games and records than before. Most homes don't have a computer in them, but in those that do, the Apple II and the Commodore 64 are top of the list, mostly because they offer video games more intricate than the ones you find on an Atari or ColecoVision, or an Intellivision systems of the day. Things like Zork and Castle Wolfenstein. Things changed, however, in 1985 when relatively inexpensive Nintendo Entertainment System, the legendary NES reaches America, and Super Mario Bros. Or Brothers storms the nation. It is currently summertime. The schools are closed, and the kids have all the freedom to roam the lands of the loop. Although most smart people don't go out in the heat of Boulder City in the dead of summer, but for our kids, this is the best time to be spending time with their friends away from the problems at home. In the 80s, many people didn't have air conditioning in their homes and just had enough, just had to sort of tough out the heat with electric fans and swimming pools. Some escape to the comfort of shopping malls or supermarkets for air conditioning. And in the evenings after dusk, once the temperatures begin to drop, folks emerge from their homes to drink in cooler air for a bit of relief. Until then, though, it is far better to stay inside and play games. But for now, as we zoom into the city, um, we end up in one of our kids' homes. Aoife, do you have a scene for us? What does
Sure.
your home look like? What are you doing? Please go ahead.
So, since it's the weekend, my dad is home. He works as a mechanic, but he's a Monday to Friday kind of guy. He gets to choose his hours. He's an Irish immigrant, so both me and him are not well suited for the heat. So we are definitely staying indoors away from the sun. Mom's out, wherever out means. Um, Usually she's volunteering or visiting friends or I don't know, book clubs or gardening or whatever it is, but I'm not so sure. Um, Mom's been going out a lot more lately or staying on the phone to some dude from her high school. So, yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with that. But love my dad, so I like spending time with him. He's not in a good mood today, though, and he's told me to clean up my room. Ew. I thought it was perfect, but apparently clothes on the ground is not acceptable. So I'm just going to kick them all into my closet, and hopefully he won't look there later. Um, I did get a call from my friend Cooper earlier, and he said he had something to tell us. So I cannot wait to get this room cleaned and hopefully sneak out the back door so Dad doesn't grab me for any more chores.
Awesome. Why don't you like introduce your character? What does she look like? What is her name?
Sure. So Jenny Sullivan is 13 years old. She's known as a bit of a popular kid. She's got big hair. She's got a big ego, but she's kind of short. She gives off tall girl energy, but she's short for her age. Um, she is a Queen mega fan. All of the songs, all of the posters, all of the merch that she can get her little hands on. She owns it. She loves it. It's her karaoke go-to, Killer Queen. Um, and she's a pretty sassy, social kind of gal. She gossips a lot. She loves to hear all the stories from everywhere around her school and the neighborhood. And she puts out this aura of being in charge, being kind of bossy. That's on the outside. On the inside, she's a little bit mm, unsure of herself, unsure of her home life, what's her mom doing, and kind of dealing with that little struggle. Her dad doesn't know anything or doesn't seem to. So, yeah, kind of tearing me apart inside, but I don't show it.
Oof, okay, rough life for Jenny. But yeah, as you clean up your room and do whatever possible to just very quickly get all the clothes in the closet, and you say goodbye to your dad as you are heading out because Cooper has called you that to your hideout and to show something really wild and something really cool. So you get. Do you have like a bike or something that you can use to ride out?
Sure, yeah. I mean, who doesn't have a bike these days? Mine has tassels on the handlebars, and I put some little glitter and a couple of stars wherever I can. I love my bike. It gets me to places I need to be, give me the freedom I need in this crazy world. So once I sneak out the back and jump over the fence, grab my bike from where it's just leaning against the outside fence, because you can just do that, and off I go into the desert.
Awesome. As you leave, the camera again swings around the block to another house. Milo, or rather, you know what? Let's wait on you. Ruben, what does your home look like? What are you doing? And please introduce your kid.
Sure. My house looks much like most of the house of the neighborhood. I'm guessing there are 2 floors, one for each of our rooms. I have a brother. He's 17. But the house has of late been more empty than usual. My brother is now preparing to go to college. He is also working in the grocery store, so I don't see him much. And whenever he's at home, he spends time with his friends that he's planning to go to uni with. So Ben feels quite alone at this moment. The only presence that he had with his family was mainly his brother Salvador. Ruben is 12 years old. He's a bookworm. He's obsessed with reading, with history, with theater, musicals, and ever since the last 2 trips to Las Vegas, he's been obsessed with Elvis. He has these big square glasses that frame his green eyes. He just broke his glasses, just as like I did a few days ago. So things are not been going well for him this last few days. He has this black curly hair. He has some spots, a very bright nose, like a very bright T on his face. He's very like greasy, and summer doesn't help with that. He's trying to make his hair look into this kind of pompadour, the famous Elvis style hairstyle, and he's been starting to wear these colored shirts with jackets or sweaters open, just like Elvis did.
Awesome. And yeah, as you get the call from Cooper, there is something. There's again. You, it's like, after all the after dealing with everything at home, this is the one call that you've been waiting for. And as soon as you put that receiver down, you get on your bike. And what do your bike look like? And yeah, just you.
Yeah, so I'm
Get off.
guessing my brother is not at home, or if he is, he's or he probably went to Jenny's house to see Connor, I believe. So I'm alone at home, and I get the call, and I'm like, sure, it's a summer afternoon. I'll try to go there. I get my bike ready. It's I put a big book on the front. It's an encyclopedia. It's more of a reference book. I don't really read it as such, but I often like look up stuff there. And I guess this little Ruben has some either stickers or patches on his jacket that have random like Shakespearean quotes, like "Friends, Roman countrymen," or "Good night, sweet prince," and stuff like that. And yeah, he just goes to Cooper's farm.
Awesome. And as you leave,
Probably sweating a lot because it's summer. So
yes, of course, it's the heat. It's just too much.
yeah. The glasses are reflecting the sun. The forehead is reflecting the sun. The nose is reflecting the sun. Everything is reflecting the sun.
Yes. Perfect. All right. So as you head off, the camera again swings to another house around the block. Um, Mary Lee, what does your house look like? What does your room look like? Um, Introduce your character, and yeah, what is she doing right now before she gets the call?
So Mary Lee is a pretty tall kid, like for girls her age, and her room's kind of basic. She's her family. Well, not her family. Her mom's pretty well off. She lives in a nice house. She has a nice bedroom with a big window that looks out into the forest, and she's basically just in a t-shirt. She woke up a bit late. She was out all night, probably doing some fuckery or the other. Then she goes down into the common room, sees into her mom's study. She seems pretty busy in her work. She's into her blackboard. She's trying to figure some shit out. She has that look of, if someone disturbs me, I'm probably gonna light the house up. So I just look at that. She probably hasn't even noticed that I woke up yet or anything, but look onto the kitchen counter. There's a plate of pancakes just covered with like a see-through plate on top. So I take it out, and then I think that's when Cooper gives me a call. And I think he tells me to come by in some time. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to meet up my school friends now, I want to meet them with something I can impress them with, get like a shock out of them, just woo them or something. I just, because I haven't, like, nobody has noticed me until now. So I just want that attention on me. So I think I pack up the pancakes in a little box, and then I take my cycle out to go and meet Mikey Hayes in front of his house, who's probably already started drinking a beer and is singing outside on his porch, just playing out his tune. So I go to him, and
Mikey is in again, like he always is, in front of his house on his porch, just sitting there on his like large sort of recliner chair. He is again reclined, and he has his guitar, his like from his heyday in his hand, and he's sort of again playing some chords and trying to. And of course there's a bottle of beer right beside the notebook as well. He also has like you also see like an ashtray with like a bunch of like cigarette butts just there. It seems like he has you know uh, finished his pack or something like that. And as soon as he sees you approach, and he's like, oh, hey kid, I've, I've I finished my cigarettes. Do you have some on you?
Sure, dude, always, like always, but obviously it's always clove, because I like that. You still fine with it?
Yeah, it works. I just need something to smoke right now.
So I take out my pack, give like 2 to him, take 1 out for myself, light it up for both of us, and then I tell him to go on and show me what he's written today.
Yeah, he takes it. He takes a big sort of swig from his beer. Then he smokes up a nice maybe the cigarette. He puts it out, and then he starts playing for you. He for the most part he's really good. He was you know for a fact that, and most of the people in the neighborhood know that he was he was in a really well-to-do band in the 70s, a rock
Hmm.
band called Tangled, and he has since retired very early to pursue his other
Hmm.
interests in art.
Hmm.
But he still likes music. He still loves making songs. He still likes writing lyrics and
Hmm.
yeah, and hanging out on his porch just like every day, and
Hmm.
yeah, making some shit up as he does that. Yeah, he
Hmm.
plays something which is he has been he's out with this. I've been working on this for 2 days now. I just can't seem to get this. It doesn't see that just doesn't sound right. This last chord. Uh,
Hmm.
you don't have
I,
any idea.
as Yeah, I say that I think your voice isn't just hoarse enough for that part. It needs to go nice and lower. Maybe you need to get your bottle of whiskey out.
Maybe I have to smoke. I ought to stop smoking. It's just ruining my voice. I swear.
Yeah, it's no sex, just it's the whiskey that gives you the voice. It's the whiskey that gives you that sweet burn and makes it sound so beautiful.
You know what? Now that you've said it, you know what? I have to get it. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? He
Yeah.
puts down his guitar and runs in. Eh, so tell me, do you drink with him?
I don't think I'll drink with him now. I basically persuade him to get shit drunk and then probably to the point where he's getting pretty sleepy. I give him some pancakes as well, so because I'm pretty sure he hasn't eaten as well. He's probably started drinking on an empty stomach. So I'll give him some pancakes and probably just take him back inside and put him down for a bit.
Mhm. Yeah, you stay there for a while. Again, he drinks.
Mm.
He has been drinking since the morning, so that whiskey
Mm.
just does the trick, and you give him something to eat, and he's just like, you're a really sweet kid, you know that.
Mm.
You know what? Yes, I'll maybe I'll rest sometime more. I just didn't
Mm.
sleep last night.
Yeah. So at that time when he's just going off to sleep, I then have a thought again. Should I be doing this? He's a really nice man. I probably shouldn't have done this, but I really wanted this attention from my friends. You know what? Since I'm at this place and he's already asleep, can I try to steal his revolver?
Ooh, okay. His revolver. He always keeps his revolver on his hip, even
Yes.
while he sleeps. So you're gonna have to make a sneak check.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, do I roll it on alchemy? Just
Yes.
okay. And do you mention the difficulty or
No,
any success?
usually just one success is okay.
Okay.
If you need multiple successes, I'll let you.
Okay. um, I'll roll sneak. Oh!
Oh my god, that's 3 successes. First roll of the game, first roll of the campaign.
You get 3
We have-
revolvers.
Lee!
Wow.
So, do I get a AK-47? Or
Oh,
does
no.
that not
Unfortunately
exist right
not.
then?
Unfortunately, not AK-47, but um,
It was a
Give
big
us
iron on
focus.
his hip.
the guy
Imagine
on
you
his
pull out a cannon.
He probably has a cabinet as well, just full of like other guns. Maybe
Full
I
of
find that.
I'll say,
Find a
I'll,
stash of guns. You
I'll
take
say
all the
that
stuff.
I'll say that you're able to again you very sort of sneakily as he's asleep, he's drunk, and he's been smoking for the entire morning, so he's passed out, and it's
Hmm.
super easy for you to just very sneakily open the hips, open the whole holster, and just sneak the revolver away. And you also find in one of the drawers in his home. His home is like really messy. You see like the curtains are all sort of dirty, and for the most part it's okay, but he has like these like multiple canvases just thrown everywhere. There's paint everywhere. He's been trying to figure out like he's been drawing and painting for the most part in here. And yeah, so there's like you sift through some of them. There's like a drawer which you open, and it squeaks a bit, but you're able to open it very quietly, and you see like a, a box of ammunition for the revolver, and you can have that as well. um,
Yeah.
you can also, because you have 3 successes, I'll say that the last success you can hold, because I have no idea what to exactly do with this. So you can hold that last success, and if you like roll for sneak again, you can use that success for an automatic success in the future, or you can give it to someone else, whatever works for you. So just note it down somewhere that you have an extra success in sneak, or if you have an idea, go ahead.
Yeah, I would also just wanna go through his cupboard and pick up some alcohol if I
Okay.
can. Does that require that success, or can I save that success?
You can save that success. We'll say that from the second success you can get the box of ammunition and also alcohol from his cupboard.
Okay. So then, yeah, after that, I head right out to the hideout after I finish my mission.
Okay. So as you head off towards the farm, the camera sort of swoops in front of you, sort of leaving you behind, and it reaches this farm land, and sort of a large farmhouse. And yeah, Cooper, what are you doing? What does your home look like? And please introduce your kid and what is he doing right now?
He's outside, and he has been outside since the very crack of dawn. He's outside quite a bit away from the farmhouse, more so in the fields, sort of tending or trying to tend to these wheat crops that will be harvested in the harvest next month. He's being watched over by one of the employees on the farm, because despite being a family farm, that it is only him and his parents and the occasional aunt, uncle, whoever they can get to help for this big plot of land that they have accumulated from generations. He doesn't seem to be bothered by the blazing hot sun. He has fairly tan skin from working out in the fields almost all day, every day of the summer. His working boots are muddy and well worn, but still keeping it together, and he has blue overalls and a stupid little grin on his face. He goes through just doing his work as his parents instructed him to do earlier this morning, as his parents instruct him to do every single day. And he looks over to the employee that's watching over him. He's not too sure of this lady's name, but she's somewhere in her 20s, 30s. And, he's a big kid. He's a whole 11 years old, okay? He's practically an adult. So he tries to show off a little bit. There's a fence just by where the wheat crops are, and he tries to do a little jump over it, but his stature is so short, he's barely able to get his hands on the top of it in the first place, and just falls onto the wheat.
Oh.
Other than that, he tries to get this done very quickly, just tending to and, picking off little pests and bugs that are trying to eat the grain, because he has called his friends, and there is a shed in the bottom of the farmland that he knows that they'll all be getting to. And he tries to finish up as quick as possible, despite his embarrassment, and despite likely getting told off later for doing so. And yeah, when he's done with that, he doesn't need a bike. He just walks down to the shed with his muddy boots and waits in the ground floor of the shed.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Just to be sure, if you haven't already mentioned your archetype, please go ahead and do so.
Oh yeah. If you hadn't realised, he is a hick, a very farm boy type.
Perfect. Awesome. So, yeah, we will start there. You're done with your daily very quickly, as fast as you can. You complete your daily chores, just looking after the farm, making sure everything is okay, patrolling around the fences, just doing some odd work here and there, helping out the other employee with some stuff. And yeah, as soon as you're done, you're dashing off towards the shed, towards the southern part of towards the southern end of the farmland, where this sort of really old, sort of decrepit shed, which no one really goes to. It's been sitting there for a long time. These lands have been here as long as these lands have been here, actually, and no one really seemed to care about it until one day. You were just strolling here and you saw Mary Lee sneak in to the shed, and suddenly you found yourself where exactly? Can you describe as you reach the shed and you open the hatch and you go inside underground? What do you see?
Underground? Well, he didn't really know what it was the first time he saw it, but after asking Mary Lee a lot of questions, he slowly figured it out. A sort of bar is what she called it. These shelves that are completely empty, that weren't always empty, but someone had got to its contents. This little raised bar, these seats that are far too high for him to sit on, that adults would sit at and drink. Tables and very, very dim lighting. There's not really any working lighting in here. It's only
there's
the
just
sunlight.
this one. Yeah, there's just this one bulb in the middle of the room, which it's really old, and none of you have actually maybe taken time to change it or whatever or replace it. But yeah, it works. So as long as it works, it's there, and it gives off this really dim light. But as soon as you enter again, this is an old Prohibition era speakeasy. Like you mentioned, like a lot of shelves and huge chairs and a bar, of course. But it has been modified ever since that you found it, and we'll see what those modifications are. Each of you has like a different place for yourself in the hideout, and as you reach the hideout, as you reach inside, what does your little space look like in the hideout? Like, what have you brought here? What does the space sort of signify or show to the others?
I'll go first. So my space, I've set up a little vanity mirror so that I can top up my makeup. I love wearing my blue eyeshadows, my pink lipstick. So I have my little grooming station set up, and I have a photo of Freddie Mercury, my ultimate icon, stuck in the side of the mirror.
Awesome. Yeah, who wants to go next?
So who else is in the?
I guess we can have the scene where each and every one of you sort of arrive at the speakeasy at your hideout, one after the other. So yeah, you see Jenny arrive with her bike. She she just sort of rests the bike towards the one end of or one of the walls of the shed, and she enters. Yeah, let's begin there. You see,
Right,
Milo's already here.
I think I'll come in then. Oh, I'll come in on my bike as well. Put it on the shed right next to Jenny's, and I go behind at the back of the bar because this is my area. I found it first. I put down the alcohol and stuff, which I might be using for later. And I sneakily just take out the revolver from my bag and put it behind at the back of my jeans with my t-shirt covering it a little. I'm gonna make it a cool reveal. It's not gonna be right now. And it has to be in position. And I'm behind the bar, just ready for what's next. Waiting for everyone else to come.
All right. Question. Is this a weekday or is it the weekend?
It's the weekend. It is a Saturday.
All right. So I will probably have taken some of the baked goods that my family makes for their Saturday's kind of book club, and just try to, take some before they get cool, and I will probably have put them in the basket so that they cool on the way here. So seeing that everyone's here, I would say it's the morning, the afternoon.
Afternoon, I guess. We've
Yes.
done a lot of shit.
Afternoon.
I don't know. He probably will still say like "good morrow" and make a little bow. So he will just greet everyone like that, and he will start offering little baked goods to everyone, like pretty.
I think when you say good morrow, I get up on the bar and say good morrow, everyone, good morrow. Just like trying to get into it.
Are you mocking Ruben, or is that genuine?
I honestly do not know. I don't think Maddie Lee knows as well. She just does any things out of ADHD that just seem novel. She just like tends to just scream out things at times that she just wants to.
Fair enough. I think Ruben thinks everyone's very good-hearted, so he will just even do harder, like the pretty take one for the.
Thank you, kind sir.
Jenny is finishing
You're
up
welcome.
her lipstick. Just
Nice.
kind of like blinking for a sec, like, what is this kid doing now? But no, there's baked goods. So she's like, hey, little dude, ruffles him on the head. Has to probably reach up because she's short, but takes one of the treats because never gonna turn down something sugary and carby.
You're just 1 year older than me.
Yeah, you're a little dude. 1 year is a long time in teenager years.
Fair enough.
And what about Cooper?
Cooper just awkwardly glances at Jenny and goes, what the hell is a prithee?
It's whatever Ruben is reading right now, so just say hello back, I guess.
It's
means
one of those.
please.
Oh,
Please take
Oh.
one.
I
Did
mean,
you
I
wash
ain't gonna say no.
thy hands?
He like stutters a bit, very confused, and he goes, "See, is
Are you learning
Uh,
Spanish?
well, you're definitely not talking English, so
This is English. It's Elizabethan.
well, it's a what now?"
Show me your hands.
He puts them out.
How are they?
Sore.
No, but okay, this is not Ruben. This is me asking, like,
Oh, yeah,
what does
okay.
Ruben see?
His hands, they're little baby hands, really. He has not had his growth spurt yet, so they're definitely quite small.
But are they
he'd have to
clean?
Clean's a strong word.
To be fair, you have been working.
Yeah. So Ruben will probably go like, wash your hands first, and then you can have a treat.
Okay. He licks them, and then he grabs the pastry.
Alas.
I mean, they're clean, technically. They've been washed with a liquid.
Gold star for effort.
Next time,
Coop.
if you use water and soap, I will give you twice the treats. All right, Cooper?
What about
saliva's-
alcohol? I can give you some alcohol.
Saliva's a liquid!
But it's not water and soap.
It's got water in it. I drank water earlier. Surely I'm...
Do you have alcohol, like medical grade alcohol, Marie?
What is medical grade technically? Like, will this work?
And it's like a malt whiskey.
Yes.
What are you doing with that?
I have some business with it. None of yours. But I was just offering in kindness.
I think I shall pass.
Coop,
I
why did
was
you bring
just-
us here?
Okay. Come to he kind of like drags everyone over to like the little the chairs and the bar and stuff, and he like goes behind the bar and gets ready to make this big little speech of sorts. He's like, I kid you not, I saw something out there. I was walking around yesterday, doing farm stuff, totally working. There were these two pigeons, right? And they were talking to each other like people.
What? Are you sure you haven't been watching too many cartoons, Coop?
No.
Maybe use the fertilizer. Are you around the fertilizer too much? Are you smelling it too much?
I am basically an adult now. I know what I saw, and I saw these pigeons talking perfect English, none of this thee thou stuff, and they was talking to each other, and I want to see them again. It was so
What were
cool.
they saying?
I don't know. They flew away before.
But
Like
you
you
knew
saw.
they were speaking, so you must have caught something.
They flew away.
Then how did you know it was English?
Well, it wasn't chirping. I know what a chirp sounds
Okay.
like. It doesn't sound like human noises.
All right,
Okay.
where did you see them? Maybe we can find them again.
He kind of like gestures, just like a farm. Doesn't really give any specifics.
Great. so
Like
helpful,
your
Coop.
farm? Or
Yeah.
someone else's? Okay, your farm. Let's go out then. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, maybe it was parrots.
Maybe it was. All right then, come on, you guys, standing up, taking charge, leading the way out the speakeasy. We should probably looking at Ruben, mount our steeds, and get going.
Yeah, great. Why don't actually someone with the highest investigation skill, why don't you give me an investigation check?
What's that under?
I think that's mind.
Oh.
Yep, I have none.
I have 5, so I can give it a go.
I
Yeah,
can.
I have 4 and 1. So
Whoever gets the highest investigation, I can give them 1 extra success to get to know more stuff.
Actually, you can only use that extra success for a sneak check. Just keep
Oh,
that.
only sneak. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so remind me how to roll.
You
Just-
either you right click on the skill and then you press roll, or you click on it.
Perfect. Let's roll.
Ooh,
3 successes.
Wow, you guys are on the roll. Pun intended. um, so 3 successes. Oh my god. What even like? Okay, great. So with investigate, you certainly with the 1 success, you certainly find 2 pigeons like sitting on like some power lines. It seems like slightly away from the like outer fence of the farmlands. But clearly, you can if you reach the fence, you can clearly hear something going on there. But for those extra 2 successes, you can buy bonus effects. So with investigation, you can ask additional questions. Basically, you can either ask what is hidden here and where it is. If you don't mind, you can just click on the investigate mine thing on alchemy. It will show you a dialog box will show up, which will give you all the questions that you want that you can ask.
Mind.
Just click on your rolled thing, not on the skill itself.
Okay. I'm a little bamboozled by that.
So it shows your character portrait, the thing that you
Yeah.
rolled, right? Right below it, it says investigate, and then in brackets mine. Just click on that.
Yeah, you'll have to leave it with me. I'm not sure where to go.
Okay, no worries. So it says the ability to find investigate is the ability to find hidden objects, understand clues, break puzzles, or survey a place or a situation. You can ask 2 questions with each success, and with each additional success, you can ask 1 more. So with that, the purpose of the investigate check was to find these birds. So with those 2 additional successes, you can ask multiple questions. These are what is hidden here and where is it, which I think I've already mentioned.
I have them now. Sorry, I just went to the core book. Okay, so do I ask the pigeons no? Okay, so yeah, I have 2 questions. What has happened here? What is happening here?
Okay. And your third one?
What threats can I perceive?
Okay. So with your first success, you obviously find these as you are zooming past these farmlands, the wheat crop and everything. You are close to the fence, and you get to a point where on these power lines and slightly away from the fence, let's say like 10 meters away or like 10 to 15 meters away, you see 2 pigeons sitting on those power lines, and you reach there and you park your bikes and you start to listen. You do not perceive any immediate threat here, but it seems like
the revolver in Mary Lee.
Revolver. Actually, that's perfect.
You notice a weird bulge on her
yes.
t-shirt,
and because you are on your bikes, the wind slightly, it blows through a t-shirt, and you get a glimpse of a revolver
The big iron on
tucked
her
inside.
hip.
Yes, tucked inside. So that is the immediate threat that you're perceiving. And oh,
Let's hope the road is not bumpy. Like,
Hopefully, he left the safety on, and I do not know how to take it
Oh
off.
my god.
revolvers. Oh my god.
Oh wait,
Someone
they
shall-
do not. They do
They
he
not
doesn't
have
seem
to
like the
have-
guy to put the safety
sorry.
on.
Sorry, my bad. Then yeah, whoops.
I don't know, man. Something tells me that Merrily isn't trained in firearms, so does not know how to put the safety on even if she could.
So, okay, just to address that first before we get on to the talking pigeons. For context, Jenny's father is a super Catholic guy and is anti like everything that is like illegal or dangerous or, so she's kind of a bit of a daddy's girl, so she's taken a little bit of that from him. Sure, she'll have a little puff of a cigarette or a sip of alcohol every so often, but a gun,
Whoops.
Really? Where the hell did you get a gun?
From a friend.
From a friend. Okay, you
Yeah.
have friends with guns. That's cool. Okay.
Look, Cooper sounded a bit worried on the call. So I thought we might be in some trouble and we needed some backup.
I think you're the trouble, but okay. Whatever. Do not point that thing at me. Okay.
It's staying there. I'm not touching it. It's just an in case thing. If we really need it, it's there.
Uh-huh. I'll tell your mom if you do anything with that gun. Anyway,
You can try.
fix the hair, back to business. What's going on with these pigeons?
I will say that you only do successes here. I just have no idea what to do with the third one, because the questions are more or less I'm just going to describe, so it will be a base. So I'll say that you can save that extra success for a future investigate check. So just note that down somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys arrive here, you park your bikes and you very keenly start looking at these pigeons, and it looks like clearly there's no chirping, and you hear these very strange mechanical voices coming from their mouths as they're speaking, and clearly they are speaking because their beaks are moving. But do pigeons hoot? They hoot, right? Or something like that. But yeah, that voice is not
Like
coming out. It's very strange. It's very bizarre. Instead, you hear something like this. You hear it's weird. One of them says, "Seems like the nice lady didn't put the bread out." The other one says, "Seems that way. Well, I think we're gonna just have to feed on the rice today." The other one says, "Seems that way. What about
Do
what
they
about
have
your
like
girl?"
a southern twang?
Slightly, yes. What about your girl? What about her? Well, have you found like a good mating spot? No, man. I don't know. She's not in a good mood. I don't know. I don't know what to do about her. Come on, man. Come on. It's mating season. Come on, you've got to get things going. The other one just says, "Yeah, seems that way." Come on, man. They just keep talking like back and forth. What do you do?
Just gotta leave a
Should
little.
I be covering my ears?
Can I just can I approach them and try to talk to them?
Oh, you want to? Okay. You can use your extra success for sneak here. To
Oh, yeah, how far
Is
away are
it
they?
sneak, or can I charm them into not wanting to run away?
So if you if you want to do that, you can do that, or you can sneak through it, because you are like a good 10-15 meters far from the power lines itself, and it's like like maybe 20 meters high as well, like maybe more. So you can still hear the voices, because it's it's generally very quiet here. It's farmlands. There are no vehicles or any other noises, so you can hear them in through the wind and everything. But getting close will definitely draw attention to you. But if you just want to shout from here and you want to charm them to maybe stay and talk to you, you can try that as well.
Okay, I'll sneak first. I'll try to sneak and then I'll charm them. Because I don't want to just scream at them, because I feel like that will work against me.
Okay. Yeah, you hop the fence, and you use the tall grass here. Mostly it's just dried grass, but your t-shirt and your jeans, like you're pretty much very camouflage for the most part. So yeah, you sneak through the tall grass and you reach the huge sort of power thingy, and you see they're right above you on those lines. And yeah, they seem they're just going on. It's just like they're talking about food, they're talking about the next thing that they're going to do, and one of them says that the girls, they're really being a pain in the butt, aren't they? And the other one says, yeah, seems that way.
Can I? So, I want to say something, but should I say it before rolling charm or after rolling charm?
Yeah, go ahead and say what you want. What do you say to them?
So I just want to approach them and be like, I just pop my head out and be like, you know what? Girls are always gonna be a pain. Take a smoke. It's gonna make your day a lot better. And these are cloves. It's gonna leave like a very nice sweet taste on your lips as well. They might like you a lot better after. It's probably your lips that's wrong.
Okay, go ahead and roll for charm.
Do they have lips?
Beaks? Beaks.
Yeah, beaks.
Okay, whoops. Can I put a luck? Can I luck?
Yeah, you can use your luck.
So do I just click on luck and...
Yeah, hopefully that rerolls. I'm not sure. This is the first. This is also my first time using alchemy. But you can click on these. Oh, that's for push. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I think you click on luck, and it just rerolls. Or if not, you can just reroll the entire dice pool through the dice roller in the middle there. So you have 66s. You just click on that, add more dice to it, and then you click on the arrow.
Wait. So I don't. It says I can push one dice.
So pushing is something completely different. With pushing, you take conditions, but if you're using your luck, then I believe, again, I'm not sure how the.
I think I just roll one and then -1 to luck.
Yeah, sure. You can just just roll normally, I guess, from the dice roller in the middle. So there should be like a wide sort of circular button. That works as well.
Yeah, I have -1 luck and I failed all of them again.
Okay. So as you say this, both of them, they sort of very quickly turn their heads towards you, their beaks towards you, and they squawk. They say, a human! Shoot! Get away!
We have baked goods.
Baked goods?
Yes. And
Crumbs.
I know a few poems that you can recite to your partner that I think they could work. You know?
Go ahead, make a charm check, please.
Charm check.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not very charming. Let's see.
Okay. They're like, my sex life is none of your business, mister. And the other one says, but baked goods. Lady, she didn't leave any bread today. The other one is like, no, they're human. Let's leave. We cannot trust them. And they both fly away.
No.
Oh.
Wait, didn't Jenny also wanted to try?
Oh, they're gone now.
Oh.
Cooper was right.
Well,
I can't believe
yeah.
it. Cooper was right.
I told y'all. I told y'all. I see.
Maybe licking your hands does clean you up.
You can see them fly away towards the northwest. You can follow them if you want. They're still visible.
Yeah, I want to run after them.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so you guys get on your bikes and you probably throw your bikes over the fence and get on them and then start dashing through the fields as you try to follow these pigeons.
Oh, there was a fence?
There was, yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Wait,
Well-
why?
Like it's like cordon off the sector, like
It was the farmlands fence, so it's sort of.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Guys.
like a. Okay, no, yeah, let's go.
You thought we were
Yeah.
getting straight into trespassing, huh?
Yeah, I thought like we were trespassing something.
No, you're not. You're just getting out of the farmlands. Okay, so.
I mean, one of us has a revolver. Trespassing is the least of our crimes right now. I mean, I don't know about the revolver, but
Did we have that conversation private?
Me and
I
you?
don't know.
I think I had a pretty loud outburst at you, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You have a gun!
So I think
I-
that the party knows, and your chance for a dramatic reveal has now passed.
I think I don't know. I didn't hear it, or I just think they were talking about like a theater thing. Like, oh, of course, a prop.
Yes, it's a prop. I should have gone with that. Fuck.
Wait. Okay, here's an idea. So the birds are flying off, right? I turned to Merrily. You said you have a gun.
Oh no.
No,
Wait.
no,
We're
no.
not killing talking pigeons. They need to be captured and researched on.
I agree.
No, it will look so. It will be so cool, guys.
Would you
And for
want to
the- and for the
intimidate them
win.
into go into a cage? I think they would just take a chance.
No,
We could get an actual charming person to try this again with one of the pastries. Maybe an actual person with some charisma. Maybe.
No. I'm a.
Hey, I'm
a sharpshooter.
charismatic.
Is any of us charming?
I'm pretty
Excuse you.
charismatic.
I'm super charming. Mary Lee is charismatic in the wrong way. You scared them away.
Hey, I tried to become bros with them. They just rejected my coolness. They Whoa. I cannot explain my way out of this, can I?
I just throw my eyes up to heaven and continue cycling.
Okay. As you guys are, cycling through the fields, can anyone roll me a comprehend check?
Yep. That's mine, so I'm at 5 for that too.
Oh,
Let's go.
can we all just roll or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Whoever has a good comprehend skill can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Then
one
I won't.
success anyway.
Okay, both of you have one successes. I think we'll go with that. So, both of you, as you guys are, chasing these pigeons, you realize something, that there are multiple multiple other pigeons have also joined the fray, so to say. But your eyes are pierced on these like two pigeons that you're following. But you realize that these pigeons, they seem to be working in groups in a way that is very unusual for birds. They are you see like multiple pigeons sort of join the group now. They are helping each other carry off heavy branches, and they seem to be working together, sort of looking for food. You definitely hear like some loud squawks, and these are not normal pigeon noises. They are certainly like talking in like English words, though they're quite far away in the sky, so you're not quite, it's not quite you cannot quite sort of make what they're speaking. But yes, it's all very organized. For like pigeons, it's very, very strange, like what has gotten into them. It seems like their intelligence almost has turned up a bit. Yeah, it's very weird. But for now, as like multiple pigeons have joined the fray now, I will ask all of you to make a move check to not lose sight of them, basically.
Yay! And I'm really bad at with. I'm like a slightly overweight noodle,
Slightly overweight noodle.
like very thick
Aw.
pasta,
Taggy.
like pasta that like pasta that you've overcooked, and it gets like thicker, like that. Yeah.
So Cooper and Ruben, you are able to, both of you are able to keep track of where these pigeons are heading, and obviously Jenny and Mary are a bit behind, but they can easily catch up to you. But the both of you, I should have mentioned that before you rolled. The both of you are going to, because they're just going too fast. These birds are flying, and the both of them, Ruben and Cooper, are like on their tail. The both of you don't quite seem to be, just, it's like it's the hot summer day maybe that is sort of holding you back. So you are going to take an exhausted condition. But if you want to, you can re-roll that check with a luck point.
If I'm okay.
It's me and Stålenhag, is it?
Yeah.
Don't have much luck.
Yeah.
Old lady. I'll take the condition for now.
Okay. What about you?
I'll take the condition. I just wanted to know, with lead, I can heal one of my own conditions. How many times I can do that?
Yes, I think with lead you can only heal others' conditions. It's like you are giving like a pep talk or something like that to someone else.
It says heal an additional condition and heal one of your own conditions.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Great, that works.
So how many times can I do that in a day?
I think there's no limit to it. As long as you succeed, you should be good.
So, so we both just take the condition, and can I heal both of us?
If you succeed on a lead check, for sure.
Yeah. Can I do that? Or after
So what do you
we...
say? What do you say to encourage Jenny and yourself?
Jenny. So I'm like, come on, we can't be behind them. Just we need to be first. We need to be first. They're just gonna make the pigeons run away further away from us.
Yeah, we can't let the boys beat us.
Yes. And then I roll the lead check. I get 1 success. So does that mean I can only heal one of us?
Just give me a second. Yes, you can only heal one condition.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal her condition then, Jenny's.
Okay. And then I also will, because I've become inspired by your leadership, Mary Lee, on a wave of feminism, I'm going to also roll to lead.
Oh
yes, I got a success. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Girls have to get this done. We can't let the boys beat us in these physical
Yes.
challenges every single time. So let's get going and catch up.
And we're the most charismatic people in this group.
And the most charming. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So both of you can heal your conditions. By the way, the way your conditions work is I'm not sure how the tracker is, but if you click on your conditions tab, the number of conditions that you have to scroll to make those appear on the VTT and click on the white check mark basically. So that will decrease one of your dice. Basically, if you have one condition, it's a -1 to your dice pool, right?
I will talk to Milo and I will say, "Can you believe them? They're calling us weak. They're calling us, and they're calling us ugly."
I mean, I think
I'm not saying they're wrong. It's not nice.
I just think they're not talking about me.
You think they're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You got noodle arms, Ruben.
Yeah, I do.
You got your little what's called tagliatelle arms on your bicycle.
All right.
I don't think they're talking about me. Me and my big old lasagna arms. You know, I'm strong for an 11-year-old.
Sure, fair enough. I guess.
Just looks incredibly disappointed. His face just falls. Oh.
I just.
So if you guys just you're up and at him, you keep following the pigeons to Boulder Beach, and eventually they lead you to the Boulder Beach, and you see them fly away from the beach to the Big Boulder Island. It is you cannot reach there just by swimming. It's just not possible. You'll have to find like a boat or something to get past. But reaching here, you see that these pigeons have they've built some sort of a hive almost towards. You can see through. The Boulder Island is not too far away. The Big Boulder Island. If you look at the map on Alchemy, just click on the tactical mode thing towards the upper right hand side of your VTT. You should be looking at Big Boulder Island over here. I'm not sure how to ping, but yes, you should be. It's north of the main, or rather northeast of the main reactor, towards the Foxtrot Gate, north of that, in the Boulder Basin.
I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing the Big Boulder Island is the big one, and the
Yes, it is. There's a little Boulder Island as well, which is north of it, and there's a smaller sort of a slightly detached rock island as well. Yeah, they seem to be sort of gathering here, and you reach this place, and just give me 1 second. Yeah. It looks like a huge pigeon's nest. There are hundreds of pigeons that have settled here on the Big Boulder Island. It looks like they're building a huge nest of branches, pieces of metal, glass shards, and it looks like they are willing to defend it in like these incredibly large numbers. Against whom though? Which is very strange. It's almost like it's a fortified nest. Bizarre, almost. It's a very bizarre sort of a scene, a very bizarre scene for you to witness. But you do need, if you want to reach this island, you do need like a ferry, or not exactly a ferry, but a boat of some kind. From here, though, I don't think you will be able to sort of make much out of what's going on.
Are we close to like the marina?
Yes. So there's like a Lake Mead Marina. Yes. I guess there you're there. You're more or less sort of on the Boulder Beach line for the most part. So if you cycle, you cycle a bit towards the Lake Mead Marina. There is like a dock. There are docks there that you can reach, and you can probably find like.
I mean, there are probably boats there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they like sort of robots or like?
Yeah. Why? Go ahead and make a comprehend check.
I cannot. Is anyone else's comprehend good?
I'll try to comprehend the marina and see what kind of boats and ships there are.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I'll
will-
just try.
I will. How did luck work?
So you can just roll it once more and then click on luck and -1 and save it.
All right, I will do that.
We got 1 success.
Hey.
Hey.
And I spend a luck point.
Spend a luck point. Perfect. Also, remember you can spend these luck points as much as you want. Obviously, towards obviously sort of keeping in mind the limit that you have, because these luck points you regain them back every session. So, with that comprehend check, no, they're not. It doesn't look like they're robots. They look like real birds. It just feels like they are very organized for some reason. With that comprehend, actually, you also notice something shiny on their neck.
Wait, I was trying to see if there were boats.
Like rowboats, or if they're motorboats or whatever.
Yeah, like robots, like with a paddle, not like not like the bird were robots. Yeah,
I misheard that. I'm sorry. Sure, yes, there are that would require like an investigate check, but anyway, success is a success. I'll give that information to you as well. Yes, you definitely find a rowboat here, and
is it guarded? There's other people here that
It's the afternoon, so no. Looks like you're good.
We steal the robots.
Maybe the guy who was sort of making rounds here has just gone back to have like a little lunch or something. So you're lucky.
We can get Coop to row us all the way there with all his strength.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're supposed to
thank
have it.
you. I could roll a whole small village across there if you needed me to.
So yeah, I'll also give you that comprehend check as well. Just it was a misunderstanding. So anyway, they look like real birds. It's just that they have like something shiny. There's multiple birds here, like multiple pigeons here. So yeah, as they're flying in, you do notice, Ruben, that they have something shiny on their neck.
Is it like a necklace or just like at the back of their neck something's poking out?
The latter.
Okay.
Okay, you get on the boat, you steal it, and you see like there's like a small shack here in which the guard sort of rests or has his lunch during the afternoon. And as you take the boat, and you're quite far off now, I'll leave you to make a force check with a threat of a condition. If you fail this, you're gonna take the exhausted condition.
Okay.
Just Cooper, because he's the one rowing.
Mm-hmm.
You see that this as you're sort of going drifting away from the beach itself.
Let's go.
You see this guy. He stands up through. You see it through the window. He stands up. He looks at you guys just rowing away, and he slams the door open, and he just shouts something like. You're quite far away now that you can't hear him, but yeah, he's shouting something at you like, "Oh, you kids, get back here!" or something like that.
I wanna scream, "Fuck you!" Both my middle fingers out.
Two types of people. I'm just like, thanks for the boat.
I copy exactly what Merrily's doing.
No, Cooper.
Wait, I thought this boat was.
Child.
So this boat is not of any of you?
It is the us's. Hence us.
I thought this was like someone like either of you. So we don't
Us.
know who owns this boat?
We do. We own it now.
It's us.
Temporarily.
Stole a boat?
We're borrowing
Borrowed.
a boat.
As you're having this conversation, the guy just shouts again. He's like, "Oh, you'll get back here! I'll see you when you get back! You." Yes, he was going to swear, but he stops himself.
Maybe we shouldn't come back here when we bring the boat back.
Yeah. We'll probably go to the marina right next to it.
Sure.
I remember your faces. You, aren't you Mary Lee? I remember you.
Wait a second. I have something for. Sorry, give me a second. No, I'm Lisa Tanner, bitch. You can't even remember me.
Make a charm check.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
We're just gaslighting this poor guy.
Why do I have so many dice on it?
No, I remember your face. No, I remember you. Oh, your mother's gonna hear about this.
Well, tell her that. I hope she does.
And I'll tell her that you're flipping me fingers. How about that?
Flipping me.
I'm sure she'll be proud of it.
As you guys are rowing away, and after a while he just stops. He's like, whatever, fine. He goes back to the shack. It's not worth it. It's super hot. The sun is like up, and it's like 3 p.m. It's getting it. It's just he's probably like very underpaid for this, so he's just not going to worry about it for now.
They don't pay him enough for this.
It's way above his pay grade.
What about
You should
the
join
force
a
check?
union.
With those two successes, wow, you can obviously you succeed on rowing the boat. Also, you can have an additional effect. One of those can be give success from the kid, impress, frighten, or humiliate someone else. Pin your opponent. I don't think we're using that. Take something from your opponent. I don't think we're using that either. Your opponent is knocked unconscious. Nothing. You don't need to roll to overcome. Oh wow! You probably don't want to do that. But you can also, you don't need to roll to overcome the exact same trouble in the future, so you can have that.
Oh yeah, keep
Oh.
it for the journey home.
Oh, that would be a good idea. Oh, but I want to show off.
I'm already super impressed, Cooper. Oh my god, you're so strong.
I'll say this. I was like, do you want to see something cool?
Go ahead.
You do. Ah!
Yeah.
I'm using it to impress. Good luck on the way home. Yeah. I like dip the oars into the water and like I do this stupid little spinny thing with the boat. Like,
Oh, wow.
Spin it around before going straight forward.
Okay, Cooper, that's super cool. Okay, we should keep our eyes on the prize. Whoa. Okay, let's go.
I proceed to
now.
I proceed to stand up and like lightly sway to just rock the boat while he's spinning, just to make it more cool in Cooper's mind.
Oh god.
Y'all can swim, right?
I can float.
That's all you need.
You know,
All right.
like a noodle.
Oh, okay. So as you guys, the initial sort of force to get away from the shore as soon as possible to avoid getting caught is now that trouble is out of the question. So now you can just sort of take it easy and row the boat slightly more. It's slightly more chill is what I'm trying to say. And you take a moment. It's hot summer day afternoon. It's almost 3 p.m. You can hear the cicadas. You can you see these like 3 huge cooling towers right across the beach. These cooling towers are obviously the things that sort of it is right. These 3 towers are right above the main particle accelerator underground, and because you're on water now, you can hear the thrum of the gravitron as you take up a bit of a silent or a chill moment to just sort of, everyone is where either you're looking around, you're looking at the birds, no one is talking, and you start hearing the thrum of the gravitron below. The particle accelerator is on. The loop is working as it is 24 hours a day. And you look at the cooling towers, these huge, almost megaliths. They are incredible, like 50 meters high or something like that. They're the blue light sort of shining throughout the day. One of them has like a red beacon light, which sort of is, again, it's lit 24/7 for any air traffic to notice. But yeah, it's just that this ever looming presence, and it's been there for your entire lives. It's a common occurrence, but sometimes it's in like a tranquil moment over the lake. It is, it sometimes takes. It is an awe-inspiring moment sometimes, and even though you've seen it multiple times now, almost every day, the lustrous effect, the sort of very awesome and cool and this very imposing effect that these cooling towers give off, it sort of what I'm trying to say is yeah, it hits you sometimes. But that's out of the question. Maybe everything here is connected. Maybe these birds are somehow connected to the loop as everything is around here. So you have that thought in the mind, and as you reach the big boulder island, now I so I'll need you to make a sneak check if you're trying to be sneaky, because there are like hundreds of birds here. And as you reach this place, you also notice that there are other birds other than the pigeons themselves who are watching from afar. Let's just say that. The nest is being watched by a group of seagulls, black-headed gulls, and great cormorants that are just sort of, it looks like they're scouting. Again, their actions are very coordinated. Their moves are very deliberate. As you see pigeons moving into this pigeon's nest, this huge monolithic nest that they've built, almost 5 times as big as you. It's almost the size of your hideout, actually. It is obviously on like a boulder, this large boulder, which is obviously the namesake, the big boulder island. You'll have to climb the boulder to reach the nest itself. But you can see it from the bottom. There's like hundreds of pigeons lined on the rim of the nest as they are watching the surrounds. And you look around and you also see these other birds as well: gulls, black-headed gulls, great cormorants, just scouting and looking at the pigeons coming in and going out. Yeah, what do you do?
Let's not climb that.
Do all these other birds also have like the little shiny thing coming out of their neck?
I'll say that one of you had like an investigate check, extra success, right?
I did, yes.
Actually, you know what? I'll just club this with the other comprehend check that Ruben made. Yes, they're quite far away, but you can certainly, because of the sun and the heat and everything, you can certainly see something shining on their neck. Or these other birds as well, yes. And obviously, you hear chatter from the nest above. This chatter is not pigeon hoots; it's human voices. These mechanical voices. It's almost, again, very bizarre, even though you've seen it like multiple times now.
Okay, will we try to sneak closer, or is there even any point? Because there seems to be hundreds of birds.
We should try to sneak from the boats at least, or the other people here.
Should we try listening what they're talking about first, and then like see if we can hear any conversations, and then try going closer?
We probably can't hear from here, can we?
He said that we can, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
like conversations?
To make out like specific conversations, you can make a comprehend check.
Okay, I'll try that. My sneaking did not go well.
Yeah.
So
we all sneak?
I'll try to comprehend what they're talking about. Yeah, I got 2 successes.
Oh, for the bonus effect, you get an additional you get additional information. Perfect. So they are talking. So you hear like you zone in on some of these conversations. Most of them are just random bullshit. Like where to find food. Again, most of these conversations are like repeated. Where to find food, which is like a good spot for mating. Where did you find that piece of metal? Where did you find that piece of hay? We need more of these to make our nest bigger. We need more fortifications. Just general stuff. They just repeating it.
Fortifications?
Yes, one after the other.
What are they doing?
You zone in on one of those conversations, and you hear like it looks like some sort of a pigeon council, almost like 3 or 4 birds, or actually 5 birds, just straight looking towards those other birds, the gulls and the black-headed gulls. They seem to be sort of in some sort of a they both of them are just locked in. The the pigeons and these other birds, and they seem to be talking amongst themselves. Look at them! Look at them! How shameless! You know, if we, we're hundreds of them, and there are like 6 of them. I think we should attack them. We should take them down. What do you say? The other one says, I don't know about that. The ghost hawk hears about it. I said, even hundreds of us cannot take that one on. That guy is insane. Yeah, but we're like hundreds of us. Like we can take them on. But they're gulls. They're much they're much larger, and they have the ghost hawk behind them. I don't know about this, guys. Maybe we shouldn't. And just as you hear this conversation, you see like the other birds who are scouting, the gulls and the black-headed gulls and them. They spot a lone pigeon, and they fly up in the sky. And this lone pigeon is like bringing in like a piece of metal to for the nest, it seems. And they get into this like military air force formation, and one of them dives in at this pigeon, and the pigeon dodges it very quickly, and these guys are going ballistics. Look, they're attacking one of us. Come on, let's get the reinforcements. Let's push back. Come on, we cannot be fortifying this place if we cannot fight back. What looks like the head pigeon, he's been silent for the most part. He just looking and observing. He says, "Get the men ready and the women. Let's get these girls out of our."
It's okay. Question: do the gulls also have like the shiny things? Do they also seem smart?
Yes, they do. They're insane. They're coordinating together, and they are attacking this one pigeon with like insane precision, like some sort of military tactic or something like that. And yeah, the head pigeon just goes, "Let's drive them away from our home, and let's show them that you do not mess with us pigeons." And like you hear like multiple of these pigeons. They're like, yeah, let's do this. And
we are right in the middle of a war.
you see like 30 of them take to the sky, and they try to defend this one pigeon. And the 6 gulls and the black-headed, 3 of them are gulls and 3 of them are black-headed gulls. Again, it's like kamikaze or something. No, it's actually a dogfight, and you see this insane visual of these pigeons trying to herd these gulls in like air combat, and these gulls being like incredibly maneuverable, and they're sort of dodging them, and they're pecking at these pigeons. Like you can see like almost like 5 or 6 pigeons have already already like sort of flying downwards, like they've taken some damage or something like that. But for the most part, you see a lot of them have cleared out the nest. You still have to make a sneak check to not get spotted by the rest, but you are free to do so now without getting spotted.
What should we do? Should we find an ornithologist or like?
I'll have to use a luck for my sneak. Do you
If
just?
anyone has
No,
an
wait. I'll give you one of my. Let me roll my sneak first. Yeah, so I give you one of my successes that I had before, and then I have 2 extra successes if anyone needs it.
I'm
Yes,
good.
Cooper doesn't.
Okay.
You can. Actually, let's say with those, again, you can take those 2 successes merrily, and you can bag another one of those for a future sneak check. But yeah, the 4 of you sneak around the big boulder. There's a path up, It's not like it's a sheer surface or something. So yeah, you sneak around the back of the pigeon's nest where most of these pigeons have sort of flown away, and yeah, as you reach the top, obviously you reach the top without getting spotted. So
Sorry, just to clarify, you said I can only save one of the 3 successes, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but because of that extra success, I'll let you be like, in what looks like in the shadow of these like 3 others who are clearly now visible. You snuck up here, but it's not. You're like in their vision now, so you can't really hide in front of them. So they see you. The pigeons, they see you, and they sort of huddle back as they notice you, and all of them just go like, they're like probably like 20 to 25 pigeons here, maybe 30 or 40-ish. Cannot like count all of them, but they huddle together. They get back as you reach the top, and they say, all of them in unison, they start like shattering like, humans. The forces are gone. The forces is gone. We need to defend our children. Defend the children. And merely I'll say that you're still like out of their vision because you're probably hiding behind these 3. Yeah. So what do you do?
I might try to charm them this time so that they don't attack us.
I still have food, but I don't have that much food.
If you can spare a little bit of pastry, I can offer it as a peace offering.
Sure, and I will handle the 2 other baked goods that I have left.
Okay, let's give this a try.
I do want to turn to everyone and say that I want to help the pigeons. Like if you're talking to them, tell them that we want to help the cause and we can fight for them.
Yeah,
be their
I'm rooting
fighters.
for them.
Yes. Yes.
We're on Team Pigeon.
Yes,
Okay.
we're on Team Pigeon.
Ooh, yeah, 2 successes. Wonderful. So I hold out that bit of pastry that I have. I'm like, we come in peace from the world of humans. We don't want to hurt your children. We want to help you against these seagull villains because we hate seagulls. They're bastards. And
we don't even eat eggs.
Yeah, exactly. None of us have ever eaten an egg ever.
No.
And
not even Easter eggs. Chocolate eggs.
We
no.
want to help.
I don't know what an egg is.
This guy doesn't even know what eggs are. So you're safe with us. We don't want to hurt you at all. We're rooting for you.
All right. Which bonus effect do you want?
Oh shoot! Yeah, I forgot this bonus.
There's one that says you have formed a lasting relationship.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Fuck yes. Does that mean all of us?
Maybe just Jenny.
Okay.
Maybe some of the pigeons like like a Snow White or something. They gather around you whenever you. I don't know if you.
Yes.
I don't know if you want pigeons hanging around you, but it can happen if you want.
Oh my god. I know
Great
Home
look,
Alone
the popular kid.
2 has not come out yet, but I want to be the pigeon lady from that. So yeah, I'll take that bonus as well as my successful charming attempt.
Okay. They seem to have like immediately taken, like they just smitten over you, and they're like, "Oh, nice lady. She's brought food. Bring the kids out. She's brought food." And you see these like little pigeons sort of dawdle a little bit towards the food that you've brought in, and you say that you're gonna help us fight those seagulls.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We'll do anything we can.
Well, they're the worst. They're the killer birds. I'll tell you.
They're the worst. Yeah, they steal my fries every time. Every time I go get fries, they're there. So I understand what you mean. And yeah.
Well, they're murdering us. It's not like they're stealing fries. They're murdering us.
Yeah, that's very true. But they can't murder us, so we're here to help.
You haven't had her fries. Like, those are pig fries. You have no idea how good they are.
Shut
Or
up!
you would
Shut
be-
up! Pigeons like fries too.
Or you would be surprised. If you think that they cannot hurt you, you would be surprised. There's this one, their leader, a ghost hawk. He is he's not from around here. He showed up once, and yeah, that guy, he's the real killer. He's their leader.
Yeah, scary stuff.
That's
huh?
okay.
Yeah.
We
What
have
are
a
you doing?
gun.
How are you like? Have you been watching Hitchcock's The Birds, or like what's going on?
It's a Hitchcock.
It's
It's a really special pigeon that makes
it's
special
not what
pictures
it's not what
for
it
other
sounds
pigeons.
like. I can
No, they don't understand.
They
It's
just,
not
they just
They're
tilt
too
their
young.
head like that. They're really confused.
it's not a hitch, and it's not a rooster. Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind. Yeah, we'll tell you when you're older.
Pretty.
But yeah, to help you, we need to understand more. So tell us what's going on up here. Why are they attacking you?
I don't know. They just started attacking random birds. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened. We were just minding our own business, and
Yeah, I can
suddenly these gulls, these like really huge, scary birds, they just started to attack us. I don't know why. It just seems like they're I don't know. It's like they have this killer instinct all of a sudden.
Oh wow, there something special about your nest? This thing that they want from you?
No, we're just building this for our protection.
From them?
Oh yes.
Okay. And have you been here this whole time? Like or is this a whole new thing?
No, this has been happening for a week now. A week,
Wow.
yes.
A very long time. Okay, I gotta convene with the others. Be right back.
A very long time a week.
For a pigeon.
How long do pigeons live?
Oh, like 1 or 2 years in the wild, I think. So.
Just the general sort of view of this nest is that the nest is sort of constructed of a variety of branches and objects stolen from around in and around Boulder City.
Okay.
There are also like several rusted metal pieces from what looks like magnetrine ships. These magnetrine ships are obviously these huge ships made of, again, just huge bodies of metal floating in the sky with the help of magnetrine discs, which harness the Earth's magnetic field to float in the sky and traverse. It's one of the sort of more, I guess, famous or more popular inventions of the loop.
Okay. So there's nothing like too out of the ordinary apart from the fact that the pigeons can talk and they are somehow able to sort of work together on this. Other than that the nest itself isn't hiding anything, or do I need to roll investigation for that?
You need to roll investigation to get more information. Yes.
Okay, let's give this a go.
Also, the seagulls, do they have a nest within the same island, or are they just coming and attacking from random places?
No, it just looks like the war like that's going on like beyond. It looks like over the little Boulder Island. The war is still ongoing, and it looks like it's just like 5 or 6 of those seagulls, and they're taking on like 50 of the pigeons. It doesn't look like they have some sort of a nest over there. Maybe they're just visiting and maybe scouting. Not here, at least, not in the immediate vicinity.
All right. Well, I got 2 successes. So I'll just what's hidden here, if anything, and It's just, is it one question on top of the success? If I got 2 successes?
Yes, I believe so. You get to
Okay.
ask 2 of these questions. So you get to
Oh,
ask
2, okay.
2 for a success and 1 additional for an additional success.
Okay, perfect. So, okay, what if anything? What is hidden here? And I might keep the other one for further questioning in the future, possibly.
You know what? I'll give you some more information as well on the pigeons, just in general.
Yep.
So we're going to use both of those, and so what you find in the immediate vicinity as you start looking, you find a piece of metal that is labeled a very sort of unique piece of metal. Actually, you can certainly tell that this piece of metal is from a magnetine ship. It looks like this piece is part of a not like a normal ship. It's a part of a huge ship, and it's labeled IEX 4Z32. I'll post that in the alchemy chat as well. What kind of looks like a code, maybe, of some sort of a labeling code.
Okay.
But also with that additional success, you find the pigeons and as you're looking through that shiny thing on their neck, you can tell that now you have a better look at them because they're so close and they're letting you just rummage through their nest. You can definitely tell that shiny thing on their neck, it looks like a microchip.
Okay. Something that would be controlling them.
Perhaps.
Okay.
So am I still hidden?
I would say so, yeah.
Is it possible to get like sneak towards the seagulls and like try to talk to them privately, like alone?
The seagulls are engaged in aerial
All
combat
of them,
right now.
not
Yes.
like one. Okay, no strays.
Nope.
This metal that's around their necks, is it magnetic in any way?
Yes, like almost all metals are. Yes, I would say so. It's magnetic. It doesn't have its own magnetic force, but if you put a magnet around it, maybe yes, it will be attracted to it.
If we try to do a comprehend check, could we try to understand what these microchips are and what they do?
You can ask one of them to maybe hold and try to study them if you want.
Oh yeah. Do they like me enough to let me hold them?
Oh yeah, you're the pigeon queen, so.
Yeah.
Would they let me? Would they let me pass them to someone who has better tech knowledge? Because I got nothing.
I can help.
Okay.
If I this man, obviously this adult man, is here to help, and he wants to find out more about your struggle and your war, so that we can help you. So trust him also, and I hand one over.
Yeah, you can trust me. How much can a pigeon carry? Because this is a very big piece of metal.
Okay. Like one of them sort of volunteers. Okay, I'll help.
So should I roll
if you
program
calculate
or
if you mess with my feathers?
Right?
Yeah, I'll let you know. If you mess with my feathers, I will bite you. Do not take this lightly.
wouldn't you peck
No.
me?
We'll be so respectful of your feathers. Don't worry.
We're not here
Okay,
to
okay,
ruffle
we'll
your
see,
feathers.
we'll see. And he sort of walks towards you, and I don't know if pigeons can lie, but can lie down or something like that. But
Yeah,
maybe
they can.
yeah, sure. Then yeah, he does that, and go ahead and make a calculate check.
She's a pigeon queen, gunpowder.
Hey! That's my new version of that song. Yay.
Calculate.
Yes. No
I'm gonna
successes.
spend a luck point.
Definitely.
Because if you fail, you're gonna mess with his feathers.
We cannot have that.
We can't.
Another failure.
I'm gonna push.
Again?
Oh my
God!
Can
Okay.
I?
So I'm
Force-
examining the pigeon, and my glasses just fall.
Fortunately, because you've ruffled its feathers now, and maybe you maybe have like something to some like instruments or maybe something like that to have a better look at what this is. For the most part, it looks like a it is a small microchip that is attached to their neck. It has been stitched together, and it is definitely affecting their brains. You know that for sure. It looks like it is maybe increasing their intelligence, which is very apparent because they're speaking now and they're like having conversations with each other. But what the purpose of this thing is, it's quite unknown to you.
And it's
You also
apparently
cannot.
messing with my mind because I cannot, for the love of me, calculate.
Yes. You cannot tell where this microchip comes from. You cannot tell who made it or whatever else, right? But instead, you ruffle the feathers of this pigeon, and unfortunately, it pecks at you and bites you in your hand, and you take the injured condition.
Ah!
That is, I told you not to mess with my feathers. This is what
My
I get for
apologies.
volunteering. Volunteering is shit. I don't want to volunteer ever again. He goes back.
Can
I'm
I
sorry.
try to frighten him to come back again?
You can.
Is that a good idea?
Pigeon.
But
Like I said, the wrong kind of charisma, Mary Lee.
Hey, pigeon.
But well, the other, like, I want to do it in a way that the other pigeons aren't alerted to it. Just like before it can go back to the pack.
Just
I want
quietly show him your
yeah.
gun.
Yes, you better
Are you
walk
using your big
back.
iron?
I just slowly pull it out. I just go right in front of him, and I'm like, if you don't walk back right now, it'll be the worst decision you've ever made.
you see its eyes. You see there's this fear in those eyes. But you're gonna have to make a charm check.
Charm or force? I can frighten someone using force. Right?
Sure. Why not?
Hmm.
Hey, pigeon. I'm gonna
I
make
got
you
one
an offer you
success.
Oh, wow. as he's walking away, he's like mumbling to himself, "No volunteer again." And you see, you walk in front of him, you show him the iron, and you see him. It's like the camera just zooms in on his eye, on his face, and you see the fear in his eyes. It looks at you. Your tall stature. It's a small pigeon, right? It looks at you. You're a tall kid, right? It looks at you. You're like towering over it, and the metal of the revolver shines, and it shines in its eyes, and yeah, those eyes are definitely scared. So
And when it's like settled back, I want to say to him that if you mention this to anybody else, you know what's going to happen to you.
Oh my
I didn't see nothing. No, I love volunteering. I would volunteer for everything from now. Everything.
I can imagine. I can imagine the pigeon walking by and just like.
Oh my god.
So
I'll even volunteer myself in the local animal shelter. How about that? Yes. I'll do everything.
now, can I try to roll an other force to give a success to Ruben?
Unfortunately, no. Force is not going to work here. It has to be a calculate or comprehend. Either works.
Okay.
I can try to comprehend since I have high mind.
I have a total of 7, I believe, for comprehend.
Ooh. Go for it.
Finally!
Oh, what a relief.
Well, I have fewer now because I have a condition, so...
Oh, yeah.
Still got 2 successes, mate.
Oh, wait. Can I try to heal his condition at the same time? Like, can I roll a heal?
Maybe not right now because it's
Okay.
like you're in the middle of you're in the middle of this thing, so maybe not right. Maybe when you get like a maybe more calmer moment, then maybe you can try to do it. Yes. For now. Did you? Oh yes, it has already taken into account your condition, right? Because you've rolled 6 instead of 7.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. With those 2 successes, you can. So he lies back down again, and you see like him shivering a bit, and then you tell him to maybe calm down a bit, and then he calms down, and then you start to look through the microchip, and the microchip, it looks like this it is made from various different parts, even though it's very small, which look like they have a label, and this label, you've definitely seen this around because this label is usually used for machine parts or machines that are in the loop. So the material that this microchip was made from is definitely originating from the loop itself. You also remember one of your parents work in the loop, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
No. Well, about Ruben.
Both of them might, but
Okay. So with that comprehend check, you also remember that they were talking about this one guy called Donald Dixon, who apparently just left in the middle of his research. In the middle of his research, and it's been quite a setback to the team because he was quite intelligent, and it has sort of left the entire project a bit, stagnant, to say the least. So your parents have been working really hard, like doing extra shifts to make sure it is, just it is sort of it keeps treading basically. This Donald Dixon, you overheard them talking about that he was working on this strange bird, these strange microchips that he said were going to help him control birds.
that's very specific.
Yes.
That's a very odd and a specific objective to have.
This was a passing thing that your parents were talking about, right? Your parents talk about work like almost every day, and this is just one of the strange things that you've heard. Now that you've come across something so significant, this just comes back to you in a flash. Oh yeah, they were talking about this one guy, Donald Dixon, who was experimenting on birds, but he just vanished out of nowhere.
Yeah, I relay this information to my friends, like, yeah, Donald Dixon. I remember my parents saying this and controlling the birds. Weirdly, we were eating chicken. So, I mean, no, we were not eating. We don't eat chicken. No, whatever.
chicken is fine as long as you don't eat pigeons.
We were
Never,
eating seagulls.
never eaten a pigeon before. Yeah.
Delicious seagulls.
Oh my god.
Jenny, actually, no, not Jenny. Or maybe Jenny. Your mother used to work for the Loop, is that right, or did she never work?
No, my dad was going to be a physicist at the Loop, but he quit for reasons we don't know.
He was going to be, so he never joined?
He did join, yeah, but he quit pretty early. I don't know whether it's because he found out something or something bad happened to him or he just didn't like his job, but that's all I know.
Okay. Just because he has told, Ruben has told you this information, that this guy just up and left. And you also know that this guy left around 3 weeks ago, because your parents were talking about this 3 weeks ago. Can you make a contact check for me, Jenny?
Ooh, sure. Contact.
Let's see if you remember something that your parents were talking about.
I sure do. Just the one.
Okay. Yes, so your parents were talking about, around 3 weeks ago, your parents were talking about your aunt. Her name is Diane. You're talking about your aunt, that she has quit her job in the Loop, or rather she was fired. And because she has, she's not working anymore, she has gone on a honeymoon to Las Vegas with a guy. You vaguely remember that name being Donald.
Did they get married in Las Vegas? Like by an Elvis?
Not quite sure what happened. Not quite sure what happened, but your aunt is like a distant person. She doesn't really mix with a lot of the family. She's incredibly intelligent and at a very high position in the Loop as a scientist and researcher. But yeah, she was fired or she left, something like that. It's hazy.
She goes to honeymoon in Las Vegas.
Donald, so that could be Donald Dixon?
Maybe.
I declare you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yes, that's the thing we should focus on. Who married them? But okay, so my Aunt Diane went on a honeymoon in Vegas with Donald, who could be the same Donald who wants to control birds. Cool. Normal stuff.
How many people do we know called Donald? Not that many.
I know lots of people. I don't know about
Donald
you.
Dixon, Donald Duck.
They're the two. Okay.
Yeah, the birds, a duck is a bird.
I'm just curious. At this moment, do we know if they're being controlled or they're just gaining intelligence from this ship?
With the comprehend check, it looks like you don't have enough information for that, right?
The pigeon seem to have free will, or they seem to be controlled right now.
Oh, I guess, I can answer that. Yes, they do seem to have free will.
Yeah.
I will take a pigeon and I will say, so, you are in front of a lever controlling a trolley. In one I'm kidding. No.
They're not advanced enough for this, okay?
Yeah.
They don't understand pragmatism.
In one of the roads there is one person tied up, and the other way is
not the utilitarian thought experiments, no.
I give the pigeon a pen and a database of stolen artwork and I see what it does.
So is there anything else we can sort of understand or find out from this situation, or do we just know that they can be controlled? We think we know who by, but we don't know why.
Can
exactly.
I have like
Yes.
a look at the pigeon that is in Ruben's hand?
May I ask the pigeon in my hands their name?
Oh, no, pigeons don't have names. Don't you know that?
There are many things I don't know. No, I didn't know that.
See, in the
Would you
pigeon
like to have a
society,
name?
we can get into the intricacies of pigeon society, but I think your minds are too small to comprehend that.
Very fair.
Verily, indeed. Would-
Forsooth.
Would you, forsooth, would you like a name?
And bring myself down to human society? No, I don't think so. No. No, actually, yes, I volunteer. I volunteer for the name. As he sort of looks towards Merrily. Yes, give me a name.
All right. What would you like to be called?
I don't know. Give me a name.
Pepper pigeon.
Yeah, that works. That works perfectly.
I will look at Marily's revolver and I will say, what about Smith and Wesson?
That's a mouthful. Can you give it like a small name or something?
Smith.
Yeah,
Smith.
Smith sounds good. Yes.
Nice.
Can you leave us now? I'm getting freaked out here. Okay, can you get that lady out, please?
It's okay, and I'm just going to put my hands between Marilee and Smith.
I will take
reassuringly.
my bake, because I gave the 2 extra that I have, but a bit of my bake into his beak. Say thank you,
Aw.
Smith. I'm sorry about that.
Appreciate your bravery.
Well, if you're looking for any volunteer jobs, I'm here.
So you said there's a magnetrine vehicle over here, right?
There's not. There's a
Oh,
make a contact check. Actually,
okay.
yes.
One success.
Okay. So there are multiple magnetrine shapes that are not in use currently. Most of them are in use, and they are used for transportation of cargo and industrial materials, just hauling stuff. They're basically the trucks for this world, right? And some of them have been decommissioned, and some of them are in a place called Pearson's. Give me a second. It's called Pearson's Salvage. It is a graveyard of like old robots and machines that were from the loop and have been decommissioned. But yeah, there are like multiple other places as well where you can find these old decommissioned magnetic ships. But that specific number that you found, the tag, which I've posted here, you can definitely find that in the library of what that tag means and what magnetic ship it belonged to.
Okay.
Yes.
And we don't see any sort of antenna, router, anything.
Around here, no.
Yeah.
I mean, there are power lines throughout the shore, but on Boulder Island, Big Boulder Island, no.
Okay.
I'm very curious. Can I like beckon that pigeon over? You know the one who likes volunteering.
What do you want now?
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Can you just show me that little chip on your neck?
He has a chip on his shoulder.
Wow.
Someone had to do it eventually.
Yeah, fine. Just get it over with quick.
I take a look at it and I ask him, have you had that your entire life, or?
Come to think of it, I actually don't remember. No, maybe not.
Okay, is he lying? Can I roll to empathize, because I think this guy is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Joy! 2 ones!
Oh wow, snake eyes.
You got plenty of luck though, right? You're only a little baby.
I do. I'll.
Oh, do we hear this conversation happening?
Yeah, it's a. I mean, this place is, like I've already mentioned. It's as big as your hideout, so it's not huge, but it's like a huge for a nest.
Then I think I tell to Cooper that rather than try asking this pigeon, we could talk to the elders about it, like how long have you had the chip or something, because they might know better.
Also, because of the contact roll and success on the contract roll, you also remember that there is there's an ornithologist in Boulder City.
Okay.
Yes.
I said that. We need to find an ornithologist.
His name is Christopher Boyd, and he was quite famous. He was actually on TV and on NBC actually, and he did this. He had a small segment. We talked about birds, but
You mean Boyd's?
but ever since, like maybe a year or so, maybe more, that segment has been cancelled for whatever reason, and this guy has almost like vanished from the spotlight. You hear rumors about him in the town, but for the most part, yeah, he's just like almost like vanished.
Too many people vanish in this town.
You know what I think would be helpful? How easily could one yank the chip out if they tried? Like, is it like embedded in the skin, or is it just kind of like?
Yes, it is. It's not embedded. It's like it's sewn. It's like, string together. Like there are like stitches around.
Okay, I could probably yank that out then.
No.
This is like the most. This pigeon is the most likely to let us do this. We might as well, have it.
I think it's pretty clear that's where their intelligence comes from. I don't know if we should.
We might lose Smith.
Yeah, are we playing gods here?
Yeah, is it worth
I mean,
it? Is it worth
whoever
life?
put the chip in the first place is playing God. Not
Yeah,
us.
but are we willing to take that away?
Yeah.
Are
I don't
you
think
attached to Smith? Do you want me to get another pigeon and yank that out? I can
No,
do that.
I don't want any yanking.
Yeah, I don't want any pigeon to suffer.
It's not. It might free them.
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get any more information out of these guys. They seem to be sort of unaware of what's
Freedom,
happening
ignorance
to
is
them.
bliss.
I do
At this
want to
point,
check.
at this point, I'll stop you there. At this point, you see that the aerial combat that was happening over the little boulder island has finished, and you see the injured pigeons coming back. And they're like, their ranks have fallen. There were maybe like 50 of them that went out, and only 20 of them have returned. And the gulls seem to be retreating. They are heavily injured. but none of the gulls are dead. But like 30 pigeons are like dead on the ground in Little Border Island, and they seem to be retreating. And they come back to the nest, and they say, "Intruders, more intruders! Oh no, human intruders at that! What have you done?" He's one of the sort of the boss pigeons almost looks towards the other pigeons who you've been talking to. The one guy, the volunteer guy, he's like, what was his name again? Smith? Yeah, Smith. He says, "Oh no, they're nice. They're here to help us with the seagull problem."
I go,
well, they seem like they're a bit loose in the head, don't they? You think they can help us? They were fine. Just, hey, what happened? You can speak, right?
I'm gonna speak for the group here, and you can trust us. We are intelligent, and we're here to help.
Well, we need to recoup. We've dealt many losses today, and we need to take care of our fallen brothers and sisters who laid their lives out in the brutal battle of Little Boulder Island. Yes. We need some time to regroup and think about our next strategy. So, if you don't mind, we'd like to be left alone now.
Okay. Well, good luck, and you fought really valiantly. So, yeah. Hopefully, we'll meet again.
I hope that you are a great asset in this battle.
We will be. And this is just the battle, not the war. We're going to win the war.
I could not believe that, but I see that see you as hope for the pigeon kind.
Thank you. Thank you.
And scene. We for the most part, then you guys start to leave. You take the rowboat and you reach the. You're not going back to the docks, right?
Probably best that we avoid that place for now. Just leave the boat somewhere it can be found.
Yeah, just go to the Boulder Beach right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chill at the beach for a bit and go.
As you reach the shore, and we're going to be wrapping up here. As you reach the shore, you notice someone. There's a slight incline. The beach is right there. As you sort of park the boat on the beach, there's a slight incline towards a road which leads towards much larger roads towards the city itself and the reactor and other places. On the road, there's like a girl. Looks around maybe 13 or 14 years old. She has a binoculars and she's intently studying these pigeons. And as you guys make your way over, she takes those binoculars off, and she starts cycling. She's on a bike. Just as you make it to the shore, she takes those binoculars off. It looks like she has been observing all of this very keenly for most of the time that you've been here. And as soon as you make it to the shore, she takes those binoculars, she puts it in her bag, and she zooms off on her bike.
Did we bring our bike on the boat, or?
I don't think so. You probably have to go back to the marina.
Oh no.
Shit, she's gonna get away.
No, I mean, yes, but also I hope we locked our bikes.
The guy stood there and he's like,
pick them up at night when he's not there.
Yeah, the guy who was yelling at us like, "Oh no, now I have to take care of their bikes."
You have a brief moment to maybe shout and call her out or something like that. If not, then she's going to be zooming past you.
Let it all out.
I can try book it if you want. I'm faster than a bike sometimes on a good day. If I'm lucky.
You can try to catch her. Is she zooming past us, or is she already far away when she starts going?
I mean, she's on a bike. Like even with how fast Cooper is, I don't think.
I would say that you would need 2 successes to catch her on the bike. But you can certainly try.
I love that.
She is.
phrase.
She is.
And
Yeah,
one
she's,
of us scream and one of us run behind her.
yeah, you can.
Is there a check for screaming at her?
Just one
Or do you
success.
That's
Just,
what, can I use luck on that? How do I use luck?
So because you have a single success, I would not suggest using luck, because luck is a gamble, and you have to just re-roll the entire thing and hope that you get 2 successes. But you can save that one success and click on the dice which have not succeeded, and the 6 dice, and then you can push the 6. That it shows the thing there.
Ooh, okay.
But pushing, you have to take a condition.
Cooper.
Oh,
Also-
I love peer pressure. Okay, I'll push it. I'll push it.
Also,
Wait,
before
do you have
before you
one?
do,
Oh yeah.
oh, perfect. But you do take a condition. Which condition do you take? How do you push yourself?
Wait, let me see what the conditions are. What are the? I'm trying to find a little book.
It's
What are the
upset.
conditions?
It's scared, I believe. Hurt.
Exhausted, scared,
Exhausted?
injured.
Upset, scared, exhausted, and injured. Okay. You know,
Oh, there's upset. Sorry, yeah. Please go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
I start running after her, and it's not that I get exhausted. It's that this bike can go on terrain that's a bit better than me. I trip up over some rocks, but I get right back up to the point where I kind of pull a muscle with so much vigor. But yeah,
So you're gonna take the injured condition, is that it?
yeah, injured.
Okay. And yeah, you do you still want to scream at her?
Yes.
Can. Okay, you can, sure. Go ahead. Make a charm check.
You okay, Coop?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm made of steel.
Your arm looks a little bit lower than it should be.
I've got 2 arms. It's fine. Yeah, that's not a success.
Oh, wow.
Shouting.
I
shout at her, but I shout at her in my merrily trained way. I shout. I just shout threats.
I just imagine Cooper going ah!
Kill yourself!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Hey, I don't.
Mary Lee is such a bad
Bad
influence on poor Coop.
Yeah. So as you try to, you're fast, right? So you get onto the hill and you run up that hill, and you catch up to the bike, and you hold on to the back of it as she tries to get away, and she finally gives in and stops as you shout at her, and she's looks towards you with these fiery eyes, and she's like, "Hey, what gives? Get away!" And as she's trying to sort of get rid of you, that's where we're going to end, and we'll see who this mysterious kid is, who's very intent and very observant of these pigeons. Has clearly some interest in it. But for now, that's going to be it for today's session. I hope you guys had fun. This is a new campaign, so obviously all these new I was hoping that I wasn't hoping, but there's usually some some weird first session things that go on with characters. But I'm loving the characters already. I'm loving the dynamic, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I really had a lot of fun today, and it's been a great time, running this. So finally, let's do our outros, and we'll see you next time. So I'll go first. I'm Void. You can find me on Blue Sky and X, formerly Twitter, at Articulate Void. I usually talk about TTRPGs. I am obsessed with X Files. So you will see, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see a lot of X Files posts. But yeah, I usually talk about TTRPGs, movies. I'm big into film Twitter and stuff like that. I'll see you there. If everyone else wants to go, please go ahead.
Yeah. In true Jenny fashion, I'll shoulder my way in first. This has been AFA. You can find me on Blue Sky, just my name, at Blue Sky, whatever it is. Mostly just nerding out about TTRPGs, and you might see some other stuff that I have been playing, perhaps, coming up soon. But yeah, it's been a great first session, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. And all hail the Pigeon Queen.
All hail the Pigeon Queen, indeed.
Queen.
Who wants to go next? Milo?
Okay,
yeah,
Milo.
go ahead, Mr.
Yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky at Mintalicious with 2 S's. Normally I talk about like podcasts, voice acting, art. Yeah, I might actually post some photos with some birds later, because I've visited birds quite a bit. I love birds. So hey, follow me if you like birds, and also follow Pantsless if you like bird shenanigans, because this will continue in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Oh, in 2 weeks. Hello?
Yes, yeah. You want to go next? Please go ahead.
Oh, I had no idea it was in 2 weeks.
This obviously this campaign is going to be run on alternate Sundays, so we'll be seeing you guys. Yes, not the next one, but the Sunday after that.
All right. So, thank you for inviting me at this table. I really enjoyed playing today. You're all great, so thank you. And well, you can find me as Mr. McGuffin on Blue Sky, and as Master McGuffin on Twitter. I try not to use Twitter anymore. I'm trying to go to Blue Sky, but even then I'm still there. So yeah, no, thank you. I don't know what to say. I mean, as Prospero said, our rebels are now ended. These are our actors, and as I foretold you, we're all spirits and now are melted into thin air.
Oh wow!
Goodness me.
I mean, it's longer, but I'm not gonna say the whole thing. He's on Tempest. He's saying farewell, and he's saying like, "Hey, all of this was a play, and everything will go back. Our rebels are ended, but we'll be back soon. So 2 weeks, and we'll see how our kids are doing after witnessing the battle for Boulder Island or Rock Island. What was the name?
Yes, Little Boulder Island. Yes,
Little Boulder Island.
Boulder, Rock, Pebble, it's all the same.
Little Pebble.
Well, Pebble Island.
Stonadi?
Yeah, and now I feel bad going last. I should have let Mr. McGuffin to go last. That was a beautiful end. But thanks a lot for everyone to include me into this. It was really fun, first experience, and I had a lot of fun just going batshit crazy at times. Like that, the characters just ADHD as me. I was just looking forward to doing more crazy stuff with her, with you guys. So yeah, see you guys back again in 2 weeks.
All right, that's it. We will see you in 2 weeks on here itself. In slightly earlier than today. There were some complications, but we trudged through that slightly earlier here on Pantsless Tables, and we'll see you in the next part of the 4 seasons of Mad Science in the first mystery called Killer Birds and Summertime. All right, see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.